Okay, so I'm gonna go back around just to get my story out. I have no time for my story. Let's see. Take my coffee out. You know, this is these times here. I wish I had a friend. You know, but no. Let me explain what I mean. You know, have a friend. You know that. Oops, not on. Nope, not on. Wish I had a friend, you know. You know, I guess part can be to talk to, you know. But, you know, like in days like this, when you just want the company of somebody, you know, that's just like you per se, not split image, because then that would be a twin and they still ain't like you. But somebody that's on your level, in your age bracket, you know, and you can just go and talk to them. You don't have to be worrying about being judged. You don't have to be worrying about whether I should say this and will they think different of me and all of this, you know? And when I sit back and think about it, I see why God took people out of my life. Some of them died. Some of them just dropped like off the face of the earth, even though they're still alive. I see why God did it, because they was bad influences on me. And my intention of being friends to them, that wasn't their intention. You see what I'm saying? Even though I had friends, associates, let me say it like that. Even though I had associates that I would talk to that may have been like biblical. When I say biblical, I mean we would probably talk about, I would bring different scenarios of the Bible in, you know? But they wasn't saved. You see what I'm saying? And every time I try to get connected to a saved person, they didn't want to be bothered with me. And I couldn't understand that. I still don't understand that. I just think my inferior, somebody used a word to me and said that I was an alpha female. So I had to look that up, and if I'm remembering correctly, it's the person that's, you know, confident in themselves and, well, I'll just put that word, I'll leave that word there, because I can't really remember the full definition. But I'll go into when I get in the house. But what they were saying kind of like the definition that they were saying kind of described me, you know? And then I heard somebody say, they wasn't saying it to me, just talking in general, is that, I can't remember how they say it, but they were saying that you notice people don't want to come and tell you nothing. You be the last person to know it. And that's because, I think they said it's because I'm paraphrasing, because your vibe, they don't know how to talk to you, because you don't want to accept what they say and stuff like that. So I thought, no, you didn't spit in the path. So I was listening to what the person was saying. This was a male. He was a preacher, right? And I was like, I will agree that in my earlier years, my younger years, I'll say more so after I had my kids. But before I got pregnant or anything like that, I was very naive, and that was my being abusive stage by men, sexual as well as physical, So, but once I got married, I mean, it carried over. I was still getting abused, but I was more so that type of person that people couldn't address me because I would lash out at them. And not so much as had anything to do with them. It was issues that I was having. And maybe, I will say, correct myself, some of it was the individual. The person that was approaching me, I didn't want to hear what they had to say because they had did something to me or my children or my child. So I didn't want to hear what they had to say. Hold on. I'm trying to be looking in the... I'm trying to look in the mirror. Looking at my video, and I'll be like, what is that on my face? Yeah, we gotta finish this. I don't know what you say. You gonna ask me for something? Ask me. I'm mumbling. I ain't gonna try to figure out what you're saying. So, yeah. What that is, I'm stepping. It is hot in my room. I mean, like, all jokes aside, hot in my room. Hey Google, turn off AC.
Sure, turning the air conditioner off.
Hey Google, turn on AC.
Sure, turning on the air conditioner.
Break. So, it is burning up in here. So, let me continue.
This is mine, just in case anybody comes to ask for it.
Okay. So, What was I saying? So I had these different friends. Or maybe I should say associates. They wasn't friends. They would, in my face, they would be all up in my face talking to me. And when I say in my face, I mean on the phone. They'll be talking to me. They'll be talking, stating their opinions about different things that's going on, about different people, different situations. I will be stating my opinion on it. But just like I always say, I look at things in a spiritual level, a spiritual realm. So a lot of times I know that they didn't want to hear the spiritual side of it. And when I would come and I would come to the defense of somebody, or I would start explaining the wrongness of the situation based on the Bible, I would notice that they didn't want to hear it, and they would argue back and forth with me in reference to it. But I stood strong in it. So yeah, now I remember what I was saying. I had to talk to remember. And that person that was talking about people don't want to confront you because of who you know, how you act and stuff. I'm gonna see if I can find it. It was a YouTuber. It was a pastor. It's most likely in my histories. So, you know, my thing was that I was kind of disagreeing with him because I was saying to myself, that's the reason why? That's why people were not, yeah, you know. Oh wow, I got quite a few. I got two more subscribers. Thank you. I gotta do a video. When I get 200, I'm gonna do a personal video and thank y'all and stuff like that. I be forgetting. I'll be honest with you guys. I be forgetting because my channel is, to me, is not popular, and the things that's on my channel, I would not really expect people to like want to see. So my subscribers and the subscribers that is subscribing, I'm presuming that what's on my channel is what you want to see. Every now and then I get what you call it, comments, you know, on certain videos. Some people comment on my videos, but they are actually commenting on the channel itself. And you know, they be saying some nice things. I mean, I got a couple of negative stuff, but it's like I said, I have a shell about me. You know, I will admit that maybe some of the wordings, you know, it may hit for a moment, and then I'll be like, okay, you know, because I feel like this. I'm very open-minded, right? Not so open-minded that I'm no good to God, but I'm open-minded in both perspectives to try to get God's picture across to the world, not my picture, not what somebody else see the world should be. How God